Well, this morning we are very, very fortunate to have the hardest working Consul General in all of the GTA, I must say, especially recently with Carribbean and coming into the heels of the independence celebration for Trinidad and Tobago. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome Tracey Ramsubagh, Mannette, the acting Consul General of Trinidad and Tobago. Tracey, welcome to Caribbean Sunshine.
Thank you, Richard. Happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me on Caribbean Showtime.
Well, I mentioned Caribbean Sunshine. That's one of our programs where this would also be aired.
Ooh.
And we are on 11 o'clock to 1 on Sunday morning. But yes, you're right, Caribbean Showtime. Well, this Saturday morning, we are addressing thousands of Trinbagonians and, of course, a wider population in the GTA. We would like you to tell us a little bit and walk us through. And again, we are celebrating our Twin Island Republic 60th anniversary as an independent nation. Now, we know a lot has been planned for Trinidad and Tobago, but it is your you and your staff mission here for the 60th anniversary to make us as national feel part of that celebration. So what's in store for us here in Canada and especially in the GTA?
Yeah, thanks, Richard, for that question. So, of course, we are very, very proud of our Trinidad and Tobago citizens here in Canada, and they have distinguished themselves in a number of fields: sport, film, culture, cuisine, I guess excel. We have done it here. So in terms of our calendar of activities, we have tried to touch on most of those areas. And like you outlined before, we partnered with the Toronto Caribbean Carnival this year in July. And because a lot of our culture is encapsulated within the carnival when it comes to, steel pan, when it comes to the mass itself. A lot of the band leaders are themselves Trinidad and Tobago citizens that have done so well promoting our culture here. So we partnered with the King and Queen Showcase, and we had a special performer close out the show on behalf of the consulate. That was Voice. So that made everybody happy at the King and Queen Showcase. And also, the Panalive event this year was in tribute to the Trinidad and Tobago 60th independence. So it was not a competition this year. It was actually just a showcase of all the 12 steel bands, and they played mostly patriotic songs. So it was really quite a nice event as well. And now that we're heading into August, this is the big month for us. We have a couple of signature events coming up. The first being a Diamond Jubilee cricket match, Trinidad and Tobago versus Jamaica. That's going to take place in Brampton at the Andrew McCandless Park on Saturday, August 20th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And of course, it's not just cricket, it's also going to be a live DJ, live entertainment, Tassa, Steel Pan. There are quite a number of sponsors, and they will be doing lots of prizes and giveaways too. So I'm encouraging everybody to come out, wear red, make sure that you give your support to that team because we want to come away with that championship trophy for sure.
And again, the cricket match really is between Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. So we are rooting for our Twin Island Republic, and we're asking everyone to come out with your red, white, and black. Now, is it a cost to attend this cricket match?
No, it's a free event and definitely a family event, so bring everyone out.
Well, that's just one of the many. What else coming up?
Correct. So on the 27th and the 28th, that's the last weekend of August, we're going to have a festival that's going to celebrate everything Trinbago. So it's going to be our food, live programming over 2 days of our culture on stage, Mocha Jumbies, carnival masqueraders. It's going to have a little bit of everything. And that's taking place at Young Dundas Square, August 27th and August 28th from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And because this is the first time that we've done something like this, as you know, most communities here in Toronto especially have some sort of festival that's dedicated to them. and this is going to be ours. So the City of Toronto, recognizing that, they decided that they would light the CN Tower and the Toronto sign at Nathan Phillips Square red, white, and black. So that's going to happen on the night of August 27th. So it's happening over 2 days, but if you want to catch that special illumination, get your photos, you might want to get down there on the 27th and also come out on the 28th. It's also a free event.
Well, I must say a lot of things to make us really proud and feel part of the 60th anniversary. 60 years as an independent nation. Now, we here in Caribbean Showtime and Shrubman Radio are trying to do our part by sharing, for example, the way we came about getting the colors of the flags, our national anthem and stuff like that. So we'll be doing some educational pieces on the program and programming coming up and leading up to the 31st of August. Now, we also have an event taking place at the Brampton Fairgrounds. Now, we are teaming up, well, collaborating really is a better word, with Jamaica. The cricket match is one of them. And on this event, the Sunday, the 20th, the date of the cricket match, on that evening also, there's this big event taking place at the Brampton Fairground on the 20th and the 21st. Now, I know you might be coming up on the Sunday or maybe late Saturday evening. We have a huge cast lineup. Fab Five is one of them. Lady G, Destra, Farmer Nappy. What do you think about the collaboration? Have you been talking to your counterpart at the Consul General Office of Jamaica?
Yes, for sure. CG Downer and I are pretty close. We arrived here around the same time. And yeah, I mean, we celebrate our independence every year around the same time. So every time we have a milestone such as this, 50, 60, 65 in the future, 70, 75, we tend to find ways to do something jointly. So we're very much in support of that event happening at Brampton Fairgrounds as well. And yes, I will be encouraging all the cricket fans to head across there after the event. And I myself will also be there because I can't miss Destra and Farmer Nappy. There's no way.
But you know, you make us feel like a real Trini when we hear you talk, like a cousin, a sister. And that's what we love about you. And you've been in around the city. I saw you recently with pictures of Mayor John Tory and others, and you are indeed working. Now, we spoke a little bit about this on the radio a couple of weekends ago. If you could share with our viewers this morning, what are the responsibility and duties of the consulate and you, the Consul General, in Toronto or Canada?
Right. So, well, there are a wide range of general services that we provide. Probably the most on-demand one would be passport issuance. So whether it's first-time issuance or a renewal, that I would say, based on my experience, might be up to 75% of the calls and the emails that we get. And then we also provide a service that's very popular with new immigrants in particular. So this is where we tend to get information from the newbies here. When they come here and they want to get a Canadian driver's permit, they need a letter of certification from us. We're the only place that you can get that. So that's also a very popular service. Certificates of character, getting your birth certificates, marriage certificates, death certificates of a loved one. We also provide that service.
Repatriation?
Yes. There's repatriation of cremated remains, human remains. I mean, that's not the happiest of the services that we provide, but it is something that we do, and we assist persons that want to take their loved ones back home. So yeah, and then of course we have a general mandate to just assist our diaspora in whatever connections that they need to make between Trinidad and Tobago and Canada in terms of pursuing trade opportunities, cultural opportunities. We are just here to help.
Now, I know your last service, you were in Brussels, being a career diplomat. How you find the community in Toronto, the Trinbagonians? Do you think we could be doing more as a people? Are you happy of what you see, the representation, the participation in Canadian life, and including our Trinidad and Tobago culture? What it is you would like to see or grow for us here in Canada and Toronto?
Right. Well, Brussels and Toronto, two completely different places. In one location, I could barely find a Trinbagonian anywhere, and here, you know, at every corner, every bus stop, I meet
Every
one.
double store.
Every double store, definitely. And people are excelling in their fields here, so I'm very proud individually and collectively of our diaspora here. In terms of what we could be doing better, because I can't just speak about things from like there are not things that could be done better. And I know people often compare us to another West Indian group that has a large number here, and that would also be Jamaica. And they have managed to create one specific diaspora association called the Jamaican Canadian Association, and we don't have that model here. We have disparate individual groups. You know, I've interacted with quite a couple of them: the Trinidad and Tobago Association of Ontario, the Trinidad and Tobago 50 Plus. There are others that comprise sports fans like Tringo, and we have maybe, I've come across maybe about 12 of them, but we do not have a single unified front. And that's not something I can force, but I would encourage it. So that's something that I think we can do better. The other thing that I think we can do better is pulling in the second generation and third generation Trinbagonians. A lot of these associations comprise you know, for persons that were born in Trinidad and Tobago and moved here, but we have not been able, it seems like we haven't successfully managed to pull in our children and grandchildren.
So anything else you would like to add in closing?
I think that in closing, the message that I constantly try to convey is that we are very proud of you here, and we want to embrace you. So please don't be scared of us. Give us a ring if there's something that you need. If there is an idea that you have that we can help to get to the ears of someone that can advance it. Yeah, that's my message.
And on that note, I must say that she takes that very serious. For example, I asked if we could have her on regularly to talk about some of the services and how we go about. Simply maybe visit a website, yes. But I think some people in a time, for example, of a death, and you want to have the body shipped back to Trinidad, what are the steps in a time where people are very stressed and don't know where to turn? So it's a beacon of hope, and at least when we call that office, the way the staff answer the phone, the way the assistant is cascaded down to us is very important, and she's very compassionate. She's willing to work with us, so please reach out to her. And again, we are proud to say we are turning 60, and please come out with your colors. There are so many events taking place. We would be here telling you more about every single one of them. Also, you can visit the website.
Yes, you can, and we also have a Facebook page that has our calendar of activities. I did forget one of them, so rounding out the events in August, we will have a special illumination of Niagara Falls, red, white, and black. So that's going to take place from 10 p.m. to 10:15 p.m. on August 31st. So if you're in the area or you're willing to make the trip, it's a Wednesday, but it should be something pretty exceptional to see.
Also, I think the Parks and Rec people in the Niagara region might be having it live stream also? Yes,
so you can use their live cam to take it in. There will be fireworks there as well. Yeah, so...
So maybe I think a link to your Facebook page might be set up also to do that. Well, I want to say thank you very much. We've been chatting with Tracey Ramsubagh Mannette, our Acting Consul General of Trinidad and Tobago. Again, let us close by saying Happy Independence, Trinidad and Tobago.
Happy Independence.